Habis gelap, terbitlah terang. A famous quote from the Indonesian hero, which means there is light after the darkness. She has inspired me to do something extraordinary. This is my story after months of lockdown due to COVID-19 pandemic. To me, this is the way we should respond to such difficulties. This is the story on how I created this mini wind turbine. Hello, I'm Teja Gayatri. Welcome to our Scientist Kids channel. In this video, I would like to share my first green energy project, which is this mini wind turbine. I built this mini wind turbine using 3D printing technology. It took about a year for me to produce this first prototype. After several trial and error, I finally came up with this design. The wind turbine has 3 blades. It has integrated body and tail swing. It has thick body base and around 2 cm thick of bearing hub. In this first video, I will not go into detail of design calculations. Instead, I will address the details in the next video, such as how should we design the blades, the aerodynamic of the tail swing, and etc. First, I will show you the most essential component of the wind turbine, which is the blade. First, we develop the blade one at a time. In this case, we built 3 blades that will be attached to the axle of the blade. Next, we built the axle of the blade. Note that the axle has 3 holes to slot in the poles of the blade. The body of the wind turbine is built together with the tail swing. The body is used to enclose the generator to protect it from the corrosion due to weather. The integrated body and tail simplified the mechanical design and eased the aerodynamic requirement of the tail swing. However, we need to make the tail sufficiently thick to maintain its structural integrity due to the tail's response to the wind changes. We saw this printing error. This is due to the long printing structure that causes the printed structure to bend. We plan to address this issue in our next build. The base of the body provides the structural, mechanical, and electrical support for the wind turbine. Because of its pivotal roles, we put extra safety margin in the design, such as extra thickness and screws. At the top of the base, we also add slot features to ease the alignment during installation. The last but not least is the development of the bearing hub. The bearing hub provides the mechanical support for the rotation of the wind turbine in response to the wind changes. After the development of all the components is completed, we will assemble the wind turbine. First, we install the blade into the axle. We screw the blade and the axle together to ensure a robust installation. Now, the blade and the axle are assembled and are ready to be installed into the axis of the generator later. Next, we will install the generator into the body tail. For safety, we add a front cover to lock the generator and enclose it against the weather. Subsequently, we install the body base. There are 5 screws to attach the base into the body tail to obtain robust structure. Then we put the bearings into the bearing hub as a base for the tail to swing. Next, we install the hollow shaft into the base. Note that the cables are inserted into the hole of the shaft. Now, we can integrate the bearing hub into the body by inserting the shaft into it. We add extra tripod base to support the Winterbine during testing. Now, we can install the blade structure into the body of the Winterbine. Finally, our installation is completed. We are ready to test this Winterbine. Testing setup is as shown here. We will use anemometers, tachometers, and multimeters. Anemometer is to test the wind speed in meters per second. Tachometer is to measure the RPM, and multimeter is to measure the DC voltage. Anemometer shows the wind speed of 3.7 meters per second. Tachometer's reading shows the blade rotation per minute about 5,566 RPM. In this case, the DC voltage is around 11 volts. Next is tail swing latency test. It is a test on how fast the tail responds to the change of wind direction. In this case, the wind turbine can respond within seconds to align the blade to the direction of maximum power potential. To know how much electrical power that can be delivered by this mini wind turbine, we connect 4-5 watts of LED into the wind turbine. As we can see, the mini wind turbine can power the LEDs very brightly. This means it can generate electrical energy from wind energy efficiently. This mini wind turbine also has sufficient current to enable phone charging. This concludes the in-house testing with confident results. After successful in-house testing, time for us to test our wind turbine performance in the outdoors. As we can see, our mini wind turbine performed equally or even better in the outdoor. This mini wind turbine only generates a tiny fraction of power we need for our daily life. My point isn't about the size though. My point is about our awareness in global warming. I also think that we shouldn't wait for what the future inherits us, because we can change the world today. In the next video, I will share the detailed design calculations and guidelines on how to create the blade. If you like what we do, please support us by subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching. See you!